Well, it's a secondary that did lose Patrick Chung to opting out, and Harmon traded to Detroit. 3rd and 11, and there's the interception. Who else but last year's Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL, Gilmore.
You see all these people, they're all down there, only one safety deep. That's where you can take advantage and take a shot and go for the end zone.
Intercepted at the 40-yard line. It's picked off. The second pick of the first half.
This is where you throw a shot to the end zone and you kick the field goal. Take a shot. They're coming after you. Let it go.
To the end zone, and it is intercepted.
Already down a starter as Wilson retreats off the play fake, and that's going to be intercepted, tipped and picked off, and the Patriots will take the early lead.
This is a great test. Everyone wanted to know if the Raiders could come in here and do this, Jim. But I think it's also a test. Oh,
ball's on the ground. There's a flag down as well. The pressure was by Winovich. Looks like Lawrence Guy has the recovery. On the goal line, that's going to be a safety.
It's a fumble maybe, Jim. I think he actually fumbled that.
He has the football. Wise has it. What point did he get the football?
Freeman in the backfield. 6 in the secondary for the Pats. Lock. And he throws. Intercepted. There's the turnover. Picked off here by Jackson with an entourage and pushed out of bounds by Freeman. That's the big defensive play the Patriots were looking for. 1st and 10. Lock. Drilled as he throws downfield and intercepted. It's picked off on the play by Jones. 2 consecutive interceptions thrown by Locke.
Garoppolo down the middle, too high, and he's intercepted by McCourty. Devin McCourty sidesteps one tackler. And finally tripped up by McKinnon.
You can do that in 7 seconds. 5, not so much.
Better get rid of it. Oh, he's going for it all. Ayuk, and that one's intercepted. J.C. Jackson picks it off to end the half. Garoppolo's thrown 2 of his own.
20! Allen dials it up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jackson. J.C. Jackson racing down the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds. 4th of the season for Jackson. Digs the intended target, and there's the mistake.
Perriman had 3 receiving touchdowns from Flacco in 28 games in Baltimore. Flacco looking deep for Mims, and it's intercepted. And J.C. Jackson, who has been burned tonight and slipped down a couple times, makes the big play. First turnover of the night belongs to New England.
With a lot of open space.
Jackson deep downfield, and it's going to be picked over the 5-yard line. J.C. Jackson does it again. Murray stands in, tipped at the line, and it is. Looks like it's intercepted, and it is by Adrian Phillips. The ball got batted at the line, and New England took advantage for the turnover.
But there is no wind, a 58-yarder to get on the board by Michael Badgley. And that is blocked, and it's picked up on the play and grabbed by McCourty, and here comes Devin, who will take it in, and that is a touchdown, a second special teams touchdown for New England. Devin McCourty reels in, vacuums in the loose ball.
Trying to protect him a little bit and keep that pass rush away.
3rd and 3, moving that pocket. Here's Herbert, and it's intercepted by Winovich. Here they come off the edge. There goes the throw, and it was picked off on the play. But
3rd down and 4. Goff sets up. Pass is low and picked. Intercepted. Back the other way.
15th play for the Dolphins. Tunga by Lowe. Steps up. Lets it fly, and it's intercepted. Picked off in the end zone.
Mark Cannizzaro from the New York Post, I thought, wrote a wonderful paragraph in his story about Frank Gore. He said he was a gift for the younger players who got a glimpse of what it takes to be a professional athlete. And that ball is intercepted by J.C. Jackson. He's a magnet this year, and Jackson is out of bounds at the 45-yard line of the Jets. That's the 9th interception of the season for J.C. Jackson.
And what they present, the challenges they present.
Now they picked up 5 first downs on this drive. On 3rd down, looking for number 6, goes toward the end zone, intercepted. Jonathan Jones with the Patriots' 2nd interception of the day, and that will stop the Jets' drive.
Waddle in motion. He's been quiet second half. And Tua trying to get away. Got a block. Phillips was chasing. And it is almost picked off. It was! 17 carries and 45 yards to be exact. 2nd down 2. Blocks both ways. Here comes Wilson. Deflected. It's reeled in and intercepted on the play by let's see. Caught on the play by J.C. Jackson. Carolina, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson. Intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. He almost had one in the previous series.
You want to be aggressive here, but not too aggressive.
Johnson the back. 3rd down and 4. The time inside. Wilson. Intercepted. 3rd of the day. Picked off at the 14-yard line. The 2nd today for J.C. Jackson. Into the nickel. 2nd and 28. They need the 48 of the Patriots. Good time and downfield and intercepted. Picked off by Devin McCourty. 4th interception thrown by the rookie quarterback. He got a block by Duggar, and he takes it inside the Jet 35.
On that Thursday night opener, here's 3rd and 9. Pass to the end zone, and it's intercepted. Off the rebound, Duggar decides to run it out, and he's got room to the 26.
Come on! That's what I was wondering, too.
White, too high and nearly intercepted. Looked like it bounced, but for now, they have not blown the whistle for Kyle Duggar. If it stands. White, and it's intercepted along the sideline. J.C. Jackson.
Where do you speak with the officials? At the airport?
At the airport, yep. Typically on the way out.
It's a good time to do it. Herbert slings it off the tip. It's intercepted. Picked off. Adrian Phillips with the INT. Knew what he was doing. 3rd down and 9. Herbert intercepted. Picked off. Phillips running down the sideline, and he's in. Touchdown, New England.
You see Darnold's numbers there. Darnold with the key. Rolling. Throwing it. Overthrown, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and look out. This is Justin Bethel. Can they catch him from behind? They will not. Touchdown.
The aspect of this offense.
And now it's a 3rd and 13. In that path is Jamie Collins. And Collins with the pick.
Is a big-time ball carrier when they get inside the 20-yard line.
2nd and 6. Throwing end zone. It is intercepted by J.C. Jackson.
Really appreciate it. Thank you much for your service.
Thank you, Evan.
Fine, back to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, what a special ceremony that was. Intercepted. Mayfield has it picked off by Kyle Duggar. And the Patriots continue to produce on the defensive side of the ball.
On the field, period, that can run with that. This one is floated for Pitts and picked off. Intercepted by Devin McCourty. There's Pitts right in the slot. They're really not doing much with him right now. This one is too high and picked off. Back the other way, and they're going to mark out of bounds J.C. Jackson, but it is New England's ball. He's going to come back and play. They've got a date at Seattle coming up, and this is a pick by Kyle Van Noy.
throw it right to him. And Van Noy is in for the touchdown. Felipe Franks throws, and this one is picked off. Step right up. Felipe Franks throws a pick.
4th and goal from the 2. Motion man is Swain. Fake the handoff. Tannehill looking, guns it, deflected and intercepted in the end zone. J.C. Jackson is Mr. Pick.
Quad injury, concussion. He's only played 6 games. That one goes for 20 yards. Here's Wentz. Pressure, tip, and it's intercepted. The Patriots get the turnover with Devin McCourty.
Play action here. Lawrence too high and intercepted. Miles Bryant on the return. Down the sideline, cuts it back and spun down. Second career interception for Miles Bryant. 2nd down and 6. Lawrence intercepted. J.C. Jackson with his 8th of the year. We haven't seen him much, but he's out there today. 3rd and 14. Lawrence fires, intercepted! And it's Duggar out of bounds at the 1.
They want to get back there and win a ball game or 2.
Motion man is Pickens. 1st down, Pittsburgh. Trubisky, play fake. Off the tip ball, it's intercepted by Mills. Trubisky is picked, and the Patriots take over.
Jackson over the middle. He gets intercepted by Jonathan Jones. Easy pick for Jones. Back to the 31.
Get up, snap it around 22. If you get the 1st down, take a timeout.
There it is at 22. Rodgers. He's picked! And this is going to the house. Jack Jones with the pick 6.
Well, we talked earlier. Jack Jones with the fumble. 4th round pick. I really liked him watching it. And we said earlier, he's got an instinct for it.
From the 18-yard line, Goff looking. He throws, and it's Jack Jones, who had the big play last week for the Patriots. Let's get to the 23 for a 1st down. Goff under pressure, lost the football. Patriots recover. It's in the hands of Kyle Duggar, and he will take it all the way for a New England defensive touchdown.
Second down and 4, and Chubb remains. Fake to Chubb. It's Brissett. Chased by Wise. Downfield. Intercepted. Picked off by Duggar. On a pass intended for Farrell Brown. Here comes Jacoby Brissett in his 6th different system since beginning with New England in a 1st and 10. Hit from behind. It's intercepted by Mills. They were going for Njoku, and he's looking for a Weiss block, and he cuts, and he tries to spin away and brought down by Cooper.
Run hard, the big, powerful guys, and they do a good job with that. Oh my gosh! No, tip ball. He had him. Tip ball, tipped it inside to the defense. You don't see that very often. He was throwing a little snag route on the flat. Yeah, it spiraled the football.
Bunch to the bottom. Tyler Conklin, the tight end, all the way at the top.
Barrios loops out of the backfield. Rush is coming. Wilson intercepted. Picked up by Bentley. And he's tackled at the 40. 2 tight end formation. Hall out for the season. Torn ACL. Bootleg. Wilson has the time but doesn't like what he sees downfield. And now it's picked off. Intercepted along the sideline by the veteran Devin McCourty. 3rd down and 7 for New York. Rush coming. Wilson gets out of the pocket, trying to set himself. Wilson flicks it downfield, and it's intercepted. Picked off once again. McCourty down the sideline, and McCourty is forced out of bounds. Number 3 for Zach Wilson.
I think it's really hard to evaluate and give the guy a fair shot.
And only 7 first downs today. Pass over the middle, picked off. Tipped and picked off by Jonathan Jones to the end zone for the touchdown.
It's easy to find with those red sleeves. Cousins has time, and he throws the interception. Jonathan Jones with a lot of space. Jones across midfield, inside the 30. Jones getting a block in front. Peppers out of bounds, inside the 20. And the Patriots come up with their 18th turnover of the season.
Number 13, he backs up, gives Diggs a lot of room. Allen loses the ball, and the Patriots with Judon coming up with it with the recovery. Exactly what they needed. Uche came in, he forced it. Judon going to start the celebration, and that's exactly what New England needed at this point in the game.
It's a run or a quarterback run option. I was not allowed. I never had that option.
You were not allowed to.
Oh, no.
Oh, an interception. Is that his second? Wait a minute. Is that Colt's second? No.
Keegan comes on.
And you see those first half possessions, 2 punts, 2 touchdowns, and a field goal. That's a good first half.
Oh! Screen picked off! Touchdown! Kyle Duggar!
Back it up to the 19. Second down for Cincinnati. Burrow. Intercepted. Trying to hit Tyler Boyd. Devin McCourty steps in for the pick. Something to cheer about. 38th play in New England territory. Burrow off his back foot. It's intercepted. Down the sideline, Marcus Jones has got speed. Still going all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. Bridgewater guns it. Intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Duggar. Works the sideline. Stutter step move from Duggar, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. They have done it again. 39-yard return. 7th defensive touchdown of the season. Skylar Thompson, the rookie out of Kansas State, rushes on the way. His pass is deflected and intercepted. Jonathan Jones hauls it in, and the Patriots take over. It bounced off Tyreek Hill.
For the Dolphins and Jason Sanders. Patriots went on late. They got a piece of it. It was blocked off the edge by Brendan Schooler, and Duggar recovers on the other side of midfield. I'll take basketball. It's my man from the 45. Here's Tua looking deep, taking a shot downfield for Tyreek. Underthrown, intercepted. The rookie Christian Gonzalez, who is having another impact game.
See these safeties? That means they're going to be able to help on these two. Inside. If he comes down, you can go outside. Got to throw the ball inside here.
Trouble! And just what they didn't need as Judon makes the big play that may just win the game for the Patriots.
They want to get off to a really quick start in this one.
Fake the handoff. Allen on first down. Uncorks it. Intercepted. Jabril Peppers. The Bills turn it over. First play from scrimmage for Buffalo. And the Pats take over.
He just has to eat the football.
Tagovailoa on 3rd and 15 over the middle. That pass is picked. Intercepted. It's Kyle Duggar. Back-to-back monster plays from this New England defense.
Bill's done it all. He's seen it all, right, Kenny?
2nd down and 8.
Fumble.
Lost the football.
Patriots have recovered.
25 seconds left in the half.
They have all three of their timeouts. Howell rolling right, looking, now throws, it's intercepted in the end zone by Kyle Duggar. Duggar takes it out. Wow.
2nd and 11. Minshew flips it, tipped, and intercepted. Intercepted by Miles Bryant.
Trubisky under pressure, fires, wobbly pass, and that's intercepted inside the 40. Jabril Peppers down the sideline, and will set up a first down at about the 11-yard line.
Starts his drive with a play-action pass. Over the middle, it is intercepted! Marte Mapu ripped it away and took it inside the 10. First and goal for the Patriots as the rookie from Sacramento State makes the play of his NFL career. Bill's right on his average mark, 2 words, probably his season average for halftime interviews.
1 per question.
That's right. Here's Rice, wide open. And Rashee Rice, a big play to open the second half. The ball comes out. Did he get back on top of it? He somehow did. From the 24-yard line. Over the middle. Tony juggles, and it's picked by Jelani Tavai. And now Tavai throws it away. What is he doing? Out of bounds. Patriots maintain possession.
Accounting for the only touchdown of the game. Second half starts with a Russell Wilson sack. Christian Barmore lowers the boom.
1st and 16, spot foul at midfield. Gilliam trying to give a block, the fullback going deep downfield, intercepted, picked off by Austin, the former Bill. Alex Austin, a rookie, gets it.
Purdy in the 7th round. They took Juwan Jennings in the 7th round out of Tennessee. Give it all day. Wants Ayuk into double coverage, and it's picked by Peppers. Jabril Peppers, the interception in the end zone, and the Patriots have a little bit of life here.
The lowest scoring team, and they haven't really run the ball well, which is why they're leaning on the throw here a little more. And Huntley, Gonzalez is picked off. It is Christian Gonzalez. And New England will get it back. And there is a block. And the ball, the scramble, inside the 25-yard line. The ooh from Mark Sanchez was, the Patriots special teams making a big play.
Pats with 5 in the secondary. Time for Stroud. End zone, bobbled, intercepted on the ricochet. Marcus Jones, he'll bring it out, and he's got speed, knifing his way upfield. Interception, Stroud on the deflection in the end zone.
He'll look that way. It's tipped, and it is intercepted by New England in the end zone. May and the Patriots. He had the ball for well over 10 seconds on that play. Jackson on the return, and he gets smoked.
Johnson and Kmet in the backfield. Williams, pressure coming late, and down he goes. Brendan Schooler got there.
I mean, they had to think they were going to be 8-2.
Here's Williams in trouble, and down he goes for the 8th time today.
It was just trying to make myself better.
Aditi, he has said and done all the right things of late. This pass deflected and picked. Ellis tackled at the 42-yard line. We'll see who made the deflection. It was Tavai. Has now come out of the field for the Patriots, at least for the moment. 2nd and 7, Colts from their own 35. Richardson fakes to Taylor, steps up, throwing, and it is picked. Or was it? And yes, they say it is an interception by Christian Gonzalez.
Can you get something back to him? Maybe a jump ball situation. See if he can beat someone downfield.
Coleman had a 64-yard catch last week. Back from the wrist injury. Allen is going to line it up deep downfield. Intercepted. Allen has it picked off in the end zone by Mapu.
very smart, knows where to go with the ball, and has all the talent to make the throws.
Again, all day to throw for Smith. That one deflected, and it's going to be picked. Jalen Hawkins.
Tua just gets the snap in time. Tua, nowhere to go, now throws, picked off! Intercepted on the play by Mapu! Marte Mapu on the INT!
Played for Vrabel in Tennessee. They signed him to a 3-year, $43.5 million deal. Rodgers intercepted by Spillane! Robert Spillane down the sideline, and the Patriots take over deep in Pittsburgh territory.
Love hearing the communication, huh? 2nd and 13. Allen bouncing, firing, intercepted. Underneath, Jones comes to get it. And he's tackled at the 13-yard line. 3 Buffalo turnovers tonight.
Ward, and that one's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones on the return. And Jones with a deflection interception, and the Patriots defense continues to shine in the Music City.
3rd and 7, here they come, gets rid of it, and it's intercepted. The Patriots with a takeaway, and it's Robert Spillane all the way down to the 6-yard line.
There we go.
Gabriel going deep between 2 Patriots, and it's intercepted. Jalen Hawkins came down with it. He tracked it all the way to the turf. What a grab. Dylan Gabriel to throw, and there's nobody home.
That's going to be a safety. Super Bowl MVP with Baltimore. Brooks was the back. Flacco will go underneath. Oh, it's picked off. That's a pick 6. Kiss him goodbye. Marcus Jones. Our 2nd pick 6 in this one. Going each way. And New England has captured the lead.
Cook floats it. It is Mitchell. It is picked off. Staying in bounds was Hawkins, planting the feet and then stepped out.
4-16 in his career against winning teams. You'd love another win like that. Ewers on the move, looking end zone. It's right to a Patriot defender. Jalen Hawkins has his 4th interception. Third and 7. Quinn Ewers gets pressured by Chason. And sacked by Kedavan Chason.
The ability of the passing game to get anything going. They just haven't been able to do it.
There it is again. Got away. Then gets popped. Lost the football. It's recovered by the Patriots. Herbert shaken up. Ellis the recovery.
Concussion late in the 3rd quarter at Pittsburgh. He's their Pro Bowl receiver. 2 big weapons not available. Stroud throws it, and diving try for the interception by Davis. And it's an interception. In trouble. That ball is up for grabs. Picked off. Back the other way, Jones. He is in for the touchdown. Turn this defense around in New England. This one is off the hands and picked off. Hutchinson couldn't make the catch, and Craig Woodson did. Across all of the ESPN platforms. First down at the New England 49. Play action. Stroud is picked again by Carlton Davis.
Backing up. Oh, the ball comes out. Is that a fumble? Is that a live ball? It's picked up by the Patriots. And that is a touchdown for Ponder if they call it a fumble. Earlier in this half, this to tie the game. And the kick, no good. Just impossible conditions here in Denver. 2nd and 9. Rushing 5.
This is a deep throw, and it is picked off, intercepted. Waiting for it was Gonzalez.